Coming in from Kathmandu. Moving on for now, a flight from Tel Aviv in Israel has taken off for Morocco's capital, the first direct flight between the two countries after they normalized ties in a U.S. brokered deal. U.S. President Donald Trump's advisor, Jared Kushner, is due to arrive in the Moroccan capital from Tel Aviv on that first direct flight between the two countries. The move is an attempt to showcase the success of the Trump administration in West Asia diplomacy, days before President-elect Joe Biden takes over.
Can you look at that, please? Thank you for taking us.
With this morning's inaugural flight by El Al Airlines, nonstop from Tel Aviv to Rabat, Israel ushers in its normalization with the sixth Arab country and four in the last 4 months. Each peace agreement stands on its own. Each one is to be celebrated. And together, they are to be recognized as a sea change in the Middle East, a paradigm shift towards peace, cooperation, and prosperity.
Washington played a major role in the deal by backing Morocco's sovereignty over Western Sahara, which is a former Spanish colony. The territory is also claimed by an Algeria-based political movement. Morocco had closed its liaison office in Tel Aviv in 2000 at the start of the second Palestinian Intifada or uprising. And we earlier spoke to Amachar Stein, a journalist from Jerusalem. Listen in.
So in about 2 hours, El Al flight 555 will take off from Tel Aviv to Morocco for a 6-hour journey with an Israeli and a U.S. delegation. Like you said, Jared Kushner will head the U.S. delegation, and Israeli National Security Advisor Meir Ben Shabbat will head the Israeli delegation, and they will meet senior Moroccan officials and really to begin the new ties between the countries, to try and put substance into this agreement announcement between Israel and Morocco. Now, this is a huge step because it's the first direct flight between Israel and Morocco in 30 years. Back in the 90s, during the Oslo Agreement, Rabin and other Israeli officials did the same path. But this is a commercial. The big story here also, it's a commercial airline. It's El Al. It's Israel's main airline. It's going to be a commercial airline, and the expectation, from what I'm hearing from several officials, that each week will be about 2 to 4 flights between the countries, direct flights between the countries, and from each company. So we're talking about more between 10 and 20 flights each week between the two countries, and it's a huge step because this is the fourth countries that the Trump administration is managing to put in this Abraham Accords.